Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to your pick a card reading for singles out there. This is single since birth, single AF, that feeling that you've been single forever. We are going to look into it and see what Spirit has to say, what steps you can take, and any messages to help you along your path to meet your special someone. Pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is on the right. So take your time, choose your selection now, and timestamps will be in the description box below. Aloha pile 1, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your single since birth reading. This is a pick a card for those of you who have been single seemingly most of your life and maybe have felt a little bit unlucky in love. We're going to just open up to some advice from Spirit to see who's coming in for you, looking into the practical steps that you can take and advice from Spirit so that they can mesh you up with your person, okay? And we're just going to look at the general energies around who your next long-term relationship will be. What does that look like? Or if the next one's a long-term or if it's a practice. We'll see. We're gonna see from Spirit what is coming in for you guys, okay? Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. I'm so grateful. I'm really enjoying the expansion of my channel. I do want to get these messages out to a larger group of people, and I could not do that without you guys, so thank you. Thank you for donating, and thank you for commenting. I'm very much enjoying engaging with you. YouTube likes that, so let's keep it up. I really enjoy it. I do have a contest for the month of May, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video, so the directions on how to enter that contest, as some are here for the messages, not for the contest. And for those of you who have inquired about personal reading or mentorship program, that is in the description box below. There's multiple options for you to connect with me, okay? Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Beautiful. Okay, so you chose the pile with the rune of standstill, or Isa, which has to do with introspection and ego. And before I start talking, I'm going to show you the other cards as well. So we have Go the Distance, and we have All That Glitters. Okay. So I feel like with this group, your spirit team is saying, avoid giving up, okay, on your dreams and desires. I feel like with this group, there's some introspection needed. Because this is dealing with the ego, I feel like with this group, and we have Go the Distance and All That Glitters, because all that glitters is not gold, okay? So essentially, it feels like with this group that you've had some challenges, all right? The name of this is, single since birth, all right? So we can assume that there's been some connectivity issues, right? But what your spirit's team is saying is to have a look at yourself. I feel like in the past you have chosen some people. For some of you, you've chosen people based upon looks or status or thinking they were good people, right? They maybe showed outwardly that they were good or kind or what have you, but really they were wearing masks. And I feel like with this group, they're saying go the distance because you're right at the finish line here, okay? So you're about to meet someone new, but it feels like in order to do that, I'm like having to roll my sleeves up, all right? Roll your sleeves up and take a really good look at yourself. So right now, when you're watching this video, your spirit team is calling you to do some introspection, okay? This is almost like a life review in some ways. Looking at what it is that you liked about the people that you thought were going to work out. I feel like with this group, you've had some close calls as far as people that you thought could be the one. They ticked all the boxes on the list, but something was a little off, or they were wearing a mask, or you saw what you wanted to see. And it feels like what Spirit's asking you to do is to work with your ego. We don't want to release the ego. Ego keeps us alive and it helps us to be successful. So there's no kicking out of the ego. It just feels like that what your team is asking you to do is to drop down into your heart and find out what qualities do you want out of a person. Because I feel like with this one, there's been some masks and mirrors, okay? And I feel like for some of you, there has been a hard time to say what you really want out of a person. That doesn't have to do with what you should want, okay? So for me, that would be maybe there's cultural pressure, or you feel like you are supposed to want somebody that has status so that you can have security, or, you know, like, this is like you going after people following society's rules, but I don't feel like that's who you are as a person. That's putting up the mask. So if you're honest with yourself, we have this cheetah here. They're very free. The feminine of this connection is strong, free. They're the ones that hunt, and they're the fastest. Okay, so there's something fast coming in for you if you get this aha and revelation, okay? And it feels like there's some truth and honesty needed about what it is you really want and how you think you'll feel when you have it, okay? So this would be, for instance, like when I was looking over some of the things that I wanted out of a partner and still want out of a partner, there were things that I realized I wasn't giving myself, right? And you have to give to yourself before it shows up outside of you, okay? So look at all the qualities you want out of your person, your mate, and what you're calling into yourself. And look at the characteristics and the ways that you have that already. Be truthful and honest with yourself. Parts of the things that I wanted when I was truthful and honest with myself, as an example, were things that I didn't get out of childhood. So I had felt abandoned, I had felt left behind, you know, like my, you know, childhood times, like, you know, my mother didn't have my back. Like, so there are things from our childhoods that we bring with us that someone else really can't give us until we give to ourselves. So I realized I was looking outside of me for acceptance. I was looking outside of me for steadfastness and security, and no one else could give me that security. And as soon as I started building security for myself, in walked a partner, and we'll see if it's my forever partner or not. But the thing is that it's energy and vibration. So at this time, they're asking you to take the time to go inside, find out what you think you'll have when you enter into a relationship with this person that's coming, okay? Put all of the things in there. And do put in the physical characteristics, but put in the how do they handle conflict, okay? How would you like to handle conflict? I had a lot of fighting in my world as a child, so I'm not going to argue. I can do things on my own, right? So for me, that didn't suit me to have conflict in that way. And so I chose that I'm going to resolve this through talking it out, taking the steps to, you know, be as true as possible, to use my voice even when it scares me. And when I don't, there's friction, right? But that is what they're showing is you choose how you would like to handle conflict. Sometimes people like the good fight, and there's nothing wrong with that. You need it to like open things up. So This is getting less out of your head and out of the fantasy and more into the reality of what you're manifesting, okay? Feels really good because you're going from standstill to fast movement, all right? So do those exercises and find the ways in which you're already receiving what you want out of a partner. This could be you want recognition, but you may be freaking amazing at your job and you get recognition there all the time. Okay, the brain doesn't attribute recognition from a future spouse, your job, an award. The brain just says, oh, they want recognition. So this is you saying, oh, I have recognition. You can look at safety and security. When do you feel the best? This could be a cuddly weighted blanket is when you feel security, but you know the feeling. And your brain will go, oh, they want more of that, okay? Let's get a few tarot cards and go deeper, but I feel like you guys are on the brink of meeting your person. It's like there's this introspective time right now. It feels like 30 days. So, it takes 28 days to make a habit. We throw 2 in for fun. Yes. All right. So it feels like while you're doing this, you'll actually meet someone. Man, I love this, you guys. All right, we have 9 of Cups coming out with the Magician. So you are absolutely, and this is the Tarot of Wonderland, if you're wondering. They're the cutest. So if you were wondering if you're manifesting correctly, heck yeah, you are. You're manifesting your dreams come true. And you are stepping into your power and your control over creating your own reality. Through the process of looking through your emotions, deciding and choosing, okay? Choice is the huge thing here. Choosing that you would like to be in a partnership. And what does that look like? For me, I'm very free and independent and stable, and I've been single most of my life. So a partner who tries to control me doesn't work for me. Okay, some people like that. Some people like to feel like you're completely enmeshed and bonded in that way. Some people like to have open relationships. Some people like to be like strictly traditional. Some people want to be in long-term partnership but don't want to actually do a government marriage. All of those things are perfectly fine. So you're coming to a place where you're creating your agreements for what you want for you, okay? And it looks really good. What you're doing is you're creating from the setbacks that you've had, okay? So in the past, it's clear you've been stabbed in the back. There's been people who did not show up with you, that all that glitters card, okay? They gave you a mask of who they were pretending to be, and then when it came to it, they didn't follow through, okay? So, oh, excuse me, my dog even just choked on something, okay? So your people may choke at the last minute when it comes to commitment. That's in the past, okay? So what you're doing is you're clearing out all of these swords. Anyone that doesn't stand up to the plate. Notice there's no even people here. It's just the remnants of their clothing and their pieces because they weren't real, right? And you are choosing to bring in someone real. You're choosing to bring in someone who what you see is what you get, okay? Is what you get. I don't know what that comes Might have been a commercial. Okay, so I'm really loving this. You are absolutely moving through transformation. So look at this guy. His smoke is making a butterfly with all of the elements that you need to create, okay? What do you value? What is your heart asking for? What is the truth? And what is the passion, okay? And so you are getting into the driver's seat of your own life. And you know what? You're about to have an offer come in, okay? We have Queen of Cups at the end here. So you're balancing your emotions, male or female matters not. You're balancing your emotions, and this offer is about to come in. Now, I do feel like with this one, what are they showing with this? You may meet this person. They're showing me a couple of scenarios because I'm channeling for a large group. So it may be somebody that you work with, even though I don't see a lot of pentacles here. They're showing me your workplace. Others of you, it feels like because there's this introspection, you may take up like a spiritual class or a meditation group or something of that sort, where you're in a community where you can reflect to self, and you'll meet them through that, okay? This one does not feel like you already, well, the work one, you would already know them because they're showing me that pentacle there, like there would be like a kind of a secret crush on that one, and they're sending it through the mirror, okay? So, okay. Yeah, this would be, so for some of you, there's the two things that I'm seeing. Some of you, it's a completely brand new person. Others of you, we have the Hanged Man, Nine of Wands, and Justice, okay? So I feel for others of you, you do know this person. I don't feel like you've been with them before, but they maybe had some hard times in love, so they never really spoke up. So they're putting themselves in a new perspective so that they can come forward, make their Ace of Pentacles offer, okay? And then that creates balance and justice with you guys. So there may be a friend or someone, like I said, from your workplace, or someone that you know even on social media that's a friend that maybe you haven't met in person, but they've had a hard time to say that they're interested in you. They're going to come forward. That being said, with Ace of Pentacles, it's going to seem like a small offering at first, but I feel like that's perfect. This is go out on a date. This is go have some fun. But what it is a building block. The pentacles always grow for the long term. Okay, so this is someone who's offering you seemingly something small, but they intend to invest in you for the long term. They, like you, are choosing to only invest their heart, their time, their energy in people and circumstances that grow and expand, and you're about to get it quicker than you think, okay? So that's the directive that I have from Spirit. I'm going to leave it there. So take this 30 days to really go inside and do the introspection. Whatever exercises feel good to you, you can do the exercise of contemplating each day how you would like to feel in a relationship and noticing how you already have that. If you don't have an example, then it would be asking people, hey, what does it feel like when a person asks you out? Or what does it feel like when, you know, some of you might even get a mentor or someone to help you with learning the skills to see through the masks and the illusions, okay? And truly, as soon as you start that, it's like so close. So you absolutely are right on that edge there. This is like an aha moment that's going to happen through your introspection. So maybe you just start a meditation practice and meditate every day and clear your mind, or even go inside and work if you want to in your meditation. There's all sorts of different meditations. I've got guided meditations on this channel. There's plenty on YouTube. So take, you know, what resonates with you and do those meditations and go inside, because you're about to have your person. And don't make too much of it. Go on the date, have fun. This is a small offer first that can yield growth, okay? Sometimes we meet somebody and we go straight out into being married, or we go straight out into all of the factors trying to plan it out. Be right here, right now in the moment, in that still place, and then it can unfold, okay? So thank you guys so much. I'm wishing you so much luck. I'm excited because I can see that you're going to have this aha moment, and then boom, your person's there faster than you think. So I'm really excited for this. You're right on the brink of having your breakthrough. So wonderful job. Love you guys. And until next time, aloha. Oh, I forgot. For those of you who are wanting to enter the contest, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe and hit the bell button. Like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am the creator of my life. I am the creator of my life. And I will do that drawing on June 1st on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much. Until next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card reading for single since birth. This is for those of you who feel like you've been single for such a long time, maybe haven't had too many long-term relationships, if any, and this is allowing Spirit to look into things. I'm going to channel messages. Some of them might be practical, kind of giving you some homework or steps to do. I noticed that for group 1. We're going to look at the messages and seeing who possibly is coming in, if that's what they want to talk about. But basically, it's getting you the messages that you need and the practical skills so that you can meet your person or your next person that might be practice, right? So every person we meet does not have to be the one that we'll marry, right? So let's look into it. Let's see what your team has to say. I'm really excited about this one because I do feel like there are so many people and couples that are coming together at this time. This is a timeless reading, but it is being recorded right smack dab in the middle of eclipse season. So there's lots of energies of change around. So I'm excited about that. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. Thank you for helping my channel grow. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you for those who have donated and those who comment. I love engaging with you in the comments. You can absolutely talk with each other in the comments as well. I want to maybe start doing some sort of lives or something. I'm still having to learn about that, but we will get to that as well. So I'm so grateful. Thank you. I do have a contest going on, free to enter, free to win, for the month of May for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will tell you how to enter that contest. There's some instructions, but I'll put it at the end since many of you are here for the message. If you would like a private reading with me or a mentorship, that's in the description box below. Okay, let's get to it. Feeling a little tongue-tied. Okay, so it feels like there is some messages that want to come through to you from a possible person, but I'm feeling a bit tongue-tied with it. So let's look a little deeper into it. You guys picked the rune of Gateway, okay? Static force and defense, but Gateway actually, yes, that's part of it, but Gateway here tells me that you are about to step through into the new life. So what the Gateway says is that you're standing at the threshold, okay? And this is essentially taking a moment to do a life review. And it's funny I said life review earlier. To do a life review. To look over everything that has happened in your life, in your world, especially as it comes to having a partner. And it's like you're going through a quick life review of the good, the bad. You're preserving the positive learnings. Because when you step through that gateway, you'll never be the same again. So you guys are in an energy that is quite transformative, okay? So while it feels like you're not going anywhere yet, or you haven't had the offers that you wanted to have, it's because there's a bit of a review that's happening. It's that static force, okay? There's also in your energy a bit of defense, but it's not... Well, it's split here, okay? For some of you, it's a good thing because you have come into your own and you're defending what you've created, okay? For others of you, that defense may be in as a response to past trauma. So they're showing me two different ways this goes. You will know which side you're on that one, okay? But essentially, for those of you who have had the past trauma, part of this defense may be what has been blocking your person coming in. So some of you may kind of keep a wall up. That wall can be emotional, energetic, it can be physical. So some people, especially empaths, I feel like this group, you guys are strongly empathic. You feel what other people feel. And so some of you can carry a little bit of weight around the gut area where your power center is. Okay, myself included. Okay, that's something I'm working on too. You know, so we all have our stuff. Okay, we all have different ways in which we defend ourselves. But now you're about to leave that past behind you. And that's why you got gateway, because you're going to leave that trauma or what happened in the past or things that were said. Sometimes the smallest thing can be said that we take with us as a pattern and program, that someone might say, it could even be strangers at times, that will say something just off, and then we carry it with us. Okay, so this doesn't have to be this huge situation, but I feel like for those of you who are defending physically, you had a rough upbringing, so there's a reason you're doing that. But you're about to shed that and let it go and allow your defense to be your light, okay? I love, I'll paraphrase, it says, your boundaries need not be an electric fence that keeps everyone out. Your boundaries can be an ever-glowing light that says, I will be treated sacredly. And I feel like with this group, that's the flip that you're doing, so that the intensity, so that your defense mechanism is actually your joy and the security of who you are, the light of your being, rather than this like shocking or intimidating. So many of you may have been told that you're intimidating when you don't feel intimidating at all, right? But it's an energy in your aura. I've been told that many times, and I don't feel intimidating at all. But the feedback that I have gotten from those around me, those who have loved me through my life, they're like, you're intimidating AF. And I said, I have no idea why, right? So this is when we can change the aura so that it can get in, because what's coming in, we have message in a bottle. So like I was saying, I feel like with this group, you already have a secret admirer, or you have somebody that you think might be crushing on you, but they have not said it. Okay, so you guys are at the gateway. You're ready to move into your new life. You're just doing a slight life review before you enter a relationship. So many of you with this message in a bottle, okay, I mean, some of you might get a real gift message in a bottle. I laugh at this one because I actually had someone that I love. He gave me a message in a bottle. Like, he created this beautiful bottle for me and like left me a message in it. So it could be literal, okay, just from my recent experience. But for many of you, this is like your person may send you a message digitally. Okay, they may live at a distance from you. But there is communication that's about to open up for you with someone that's a potential partner. And let's look further into this. And I feel like with this person, with you guys, they have a really deep crush on you, but they have a hard time communicating that through words. So this person may act a little squirrely around you, like they're sort of don't always talk at all. Honey, stop. My dog's being real weird right now. They may actually like make you things or show you through acts of service or gifts. All right. But yeah, it feels sweet. This person that's coming in for you feels sweet. It also feels like it's just time. I feel like with this bottle, what they're showing me in there. Oh, it's a telephone call. So some of you might get an actual telephone call. This is an old school telephone in there, if you can see it. I don't know if it's going to focus. All right. So you might get a phone call, maybe text, but I feel like this would be either a social media or they actually call you. And you're like, wait a minute, who calls people these days? All right, cool. Let's get your tarot and look at a little further in. I'm stoked for you guys. You're about to enter into you're about to enter into something with someone that could, okay, I was going to say, what's funny is my mind said, oh, but, you know, it doesn't have to be for the long term. And then in comes 2 cards that have to do with marriage. So it could be someone that you, oh, wow. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, so your fortunes are changing, you guys. So we have 2 of Pentacles. I'm using the Tarot of Wonderland here. It's very cute Alice in Wonderland cards. With the 5 of Wands. All right. So you have some conflicting ideas that you're balancing out when this person comes in to message you. All right. So there's some sort of conflict or competition in your world. What this is telling me is multiple things. Some of you, it's internal conflict and competition. Okay. Others of you, it is external, like you are going to have more than one person out of the blue wanting to court you, you know, or I don't know how to say that in modern terms, but they're wanting to date you. They're wanting to vie for your attention, okay? And that kind of comes out of nowhere, so you're balancing yourself with that because it's like there's been this static energy, no movement, kind of inertia for such a long time, and then you step through this gateway, you do the review, and you say, nope, I'm choosing a different life for myself. I'm choosing to respond differently to those who come in to ask for my hand. I'm choosing to respond differently to situations rather than being defensive. I'm going to shine my light. And because you make this change, mentally, emotionally, and energetically, your aura then opens up so that the people can get in. Because I feel like with this group, you've had quite a lot of people who've been watching you for some time, okay? But you weren't ready to let them in yet, and you're about to be. You're about to take that step through. So there is some balancing that you're going to have to do. We do have Hierophant and 4 of Cups next. Or 4 of Wands next. Both of these indicate long-term partnerships. Now, some of you, if you have multiple offers, some people may not be ones that you choose because they're not exactly single yet. You know, they might be married or somebody. And I feel like you're choosing to pick someone who is going to make it the long term with you, right? So I would say that they are, it's a mixed bag. Like for some of you, the person that comes in may be in relationship already when you meet. For others of you, I feel like you're saying, putting your foot down and saying, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm creating the long-term relationship that leads to marriage. This also shows me that a divine counterpart's coming in for you, that 1111 card there. Okay, so this person that you get a message from, you know, maybe your divine counterpart, your divine flame, okay? They may be your mirror soul, okay? But that you're coming into union with, all right? Really beautiful. It feels like, because we have Ace of Cups. So with this message in a bottle here, their message is that they want to offer their love. Now this isn't the 10 of Cups, okay, so don't skip ahead to the end. This is the Ace of Cups, okay? It's the first offering, this message. Sometimes people, especially when we've been single for a very long time, I understand this, I am guilty as charged. We go way too out in the future as soon as we meet somebody that we know that we could have feelings for. It's like, oh my God, am I going to marry them? Is this, and then the anxiety starts, right? That's that conflict in the head around it, all right? But what Spirit's asking you to do is celebrate the message, okay? We have Knight of Swords. So you have someone incoming with this message in a bottle and communication quickly. You may know them through your friend group. I feel like this person that's coming in to offer to you, when you step through the gateway in your own energy, all right, is someone that, gosh, it's really beautiful. It's like your friends are going to be excited for you. Your family's going to be excited for you. There's celebration here. You may meet them at a celebration or a wedding, because there's 3 cards here that talk about celebration and wedding and, you know, happiness of that sort. So you have a lot of happiness coming to you. And I feel like with this group, y'all are just making the choice, like, I'm done with the insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You're like, I gotta try something different. You review the life and you step through the gateway, and as soon as you step through, you get this message. All right, it's as simple as that. It's a choice. And it feels like you guys are ready. You've done the contemplation already. You've like pile 1 had a lot about introspection and kind of doing the contemplation. There was some work to do still there, but it feels like you have been doing that, and now you're doing the review. It can be as quick as a mental process in your review, and then you step through. But you don't step through the gateway without choice and without reviewing your past, so that you don't make the same mistakes. You preserve the positive learnings. Okay, so this is going to be someone who maybe has had a crush on you for quite some time, or vice versa, all right? But it feels like you're finally coming together, and they are going to get their courage together to say what they need to say to you, and it's coming in quickly as soon as you make that choice to step through. Because we have Wheel of Fortune, and then the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, my goodness, and then we have 6 of Pentacles. Man, all right? This is a relationship now coming in that is going to bring your 10 of Cups, okay? That is a possibility for marriage. And we have 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is not only a gift from the universe, but it talks about in relationship, equal give and take, or give and receive, okay? This is reciprocal energy. This is, I feel like this group, you guys have notoriously been overgivers. And this is, they're going to give to you as much as you give to them, if not more. Like, it's this equal exchange. You both enjoy each other. You both work together with love and blessing and harmony. I'm loving that, you guys. I know that you don't really feel like you can see it right now, but you're about to step through that gateway. So do your life review. Look at the way that you've done things in the past. Make your choice, okay? You don't step through that gateway or off that threshold without truly choosing it, okay? But then you get a message in a bottle, and I'm laughing, I'm hearing that old song, Message in a Bottle. I think that's Sting. That's funny. I love that. Okay, so maybe look up that song. It might have something for you, okay? I'm going to leave it there. I love this group. You're close, okay? So just step on through. Step on through to the other side. Love it, love it, love it. All right, you guys, thank you so much. For those of you who would like to enter the contest, it is free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You become a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button. Like and share this video, and in the comment section below, write Gateway, and that lets me know that you would like to participate in the drawing. June 1st, I will do that drawing on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much. Until next time, aloha. Aloha Group 3, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card spirit messages for those of you who have been single AF, single since birth, okay? So this is for those of you, us, who have felt like you have been single pretty much your whole life. So some of you may have never had a long-term relationship, or you've had one, but it's been years and years in between. So this is those of you who have been feeling like, my goodness, I've been single forever. So we're going to look at what Spirit wants to say. It's been a mixed bag of what they want to talk about, but they are looking at practical ways for you to have your manifestation of your mate. Because this reading is for those who do want a mate. You're not being single because you know, you want a mate, you don't need one. The very independent people here, okay? But we're going to look into what Spirit has to say about, possibly about the next person coming in. We're going to have to look at your individual situation here for this pile, okay? We're going to let Spirit talk about it, figure out how to get you paired up, okay? And so thank you so much. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button. You guys are helping me so much to grow my channel. I want to get these messages out to as many people as possible. Of course, the love messages, but especially the messages about Spirit and the ancestors. So please do me a favor and like and share these videos. I love that you guys have done that already. Thank you for those who have donated, and thank you for commenting. I love engaging with you. You guys are welcome to comment with each other about what you've experienced in the reading. I might try to do some lives and stuff. Not sure how to do that yet. So you guys give me some ideas of what might be good for a live reading, okay? So I'm going to look into it. I'm thinking about maybe opening a membership where we do live readings and do kind of tarot stories that are fun, okay? But let's just see, all right? So thank you so much. I do have a contest going on, free to enter, free to win, for the month of May for a 30-minute session with me personally that you can get at the end of the video. I'll give you instructions, as some are here for the reading and not for the contest. I can't even talk right now. It's like really scattered energy in your reading, okay? So far, I'm like all over the place. I'm looking here and there. So let's just get to it. If y'all want a private reading with me, a personal reading, that information's in the description box below. Okay, so what you picked was the waxing crescent moon, okay? And it's set intentions. So like I said, the energy is a bit chaotic for you guys. It's ecstatically chaotic, if that makes sense. I feel like there hasn't been much movement on what you want, but yet it's like your energy's pinging here, there, and everywhere, right? And so what Spirit's asking you to do is set intentions. And this deck that we chose from is the Runic Odyssey Oracle. So it's mostly runes, but it does have a few of the moon phases in it. And so you chose the moon phase, the waxing crescent. And so the moon cycles are going to be very important for you. So this feels like setting intentions. The waxing crescent moon may be important for you. Okay, so check when the next one is and set your intentions. Always full moons and new moons are great times to set intentions. Full moons, you release the old and you enter in the new. So whatever your ritual may be, or you can look up online. I think in my meditation playlist, I have a new moon and full moon guided meditation. So you can do those, all right? Or find one on YouTube, you know, it's free. So find what works for you. But it's time to set intentions, because you're not you personally. I feel like this group, you guys are solid in yourselves. Like you found a version of success. Okay, so some of you may be very successful in your career or very healthy. You're very solid, okay? And it feels like very earthen energy here. So some of you may have a lot of earth in your chart, but it's very solid energy here, okay? But mentally and energetically, you've been pinging everywhere. It's like, I get this energy. I'm a Capricorn sun, but I'm an Aquarius rising, okay? So it's like ding, 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 ding mentally, right? And so it feels like you guys have been doing that, and it's like the universe always says yes, so they get you what you want immediately, but it hasn't been coming into the manifest reality because you're not sticking with it for long enough. Because your card here, we have Unfinished Symphony. So with this group, first off, you're not going to be single forever. And secondly, I feel like for this group, they're giving me a strong message that you have energy that's unfinished with someone that you loved, okay? So some of you, even though you've been single, you may have had somebody that you had a relationship with that you thought it was going to be the one, okay? They're showing me two messages here. So you thought this person was going to be the one. You thought that they were everything for you, and you might be in separation. So even though this is a singles reading, this does feel like we have a 10 here, okay, which is completions, all right, and then building, okay, so it's completions and architect energy. So it's not finished yet, okay, you haven't quite finished the energy with someone. And many of you, you may not want to, okay, we're going to look farther into the cards. So it's like, the other thing that they're saying is, you're an unfinished symphony, so avoid giving up on love yet. It's like Abraham Hicks, if you listen to the Law of Attraction type of series, you can't mess it up and you can't get it done because we're eternal beings. So in love, I feel like for many of you, you've been pinging around everywhere and feeling a little bit frustrated, because I get this feeling of frustration, like when's it my turn? When's it going to happen for me? For many of you who had the ex or the situationship, for some of you it was never made official, but there was like deep love there. And like, why didn't that work out? You know, it's like, but you can't mess it up. It's unfinished, okay? So the story's not over yet. And that's why they're saying to write your own story. Setting the intentions, okay? Intentions is the divine mass. I like to do wishes and intentions, okay? Wishes are divine feminine magnetism, saying, this is what I wish to have happen in my life. And I feel like you've been doing quite a bit of wishing. Setting intentions is the divine masculine way. So setting intentions is different than wishes. Intentions have an action step, right? So when you do an intention, it's like, okay, goal is to find your mate, to find your partner, your pair, okay? Future spouse, whatever you want to call this. Or to be available to them. Or to magnetize them, whatever your word is for that, manifest. What are your action steps to put yourself in the position to be made available to them? So one of the things that a friend of mine told me years ago, she's like, Stephanie, are you on the phone when you're at the store, at the grocery store, or shopping, or, you know, out and about? You know, she said, make yourself present here and now. She met one of her partners at the grocery store, right? Because she wasn't on the phone, because she was present, because they could come up and offer to her and tell her how beautiful that she was, and she was, you know, not feeling that at the moment, but universe sent her a boyfriend for that time period of her life, right? So it's like, you never know when Spirit's going to pair you up. So make yourself available. So whatever your intentions are, if you haven't been dating anyone and been just hanging out in your house, sorry, they're doing some weed whacking, okay, great, we're cutting the weeds down in our psyche here, so I love that that's part of the reading. All right, so this is exciting because you're setting your intentions. It's like, here's what I want. What action steps can I do to be a cooperative component to what I want? All right, what are my intentions? I love this because I feel like, what was it? What's her name? The Moon Guidance. Her name's Jenny. She's from the UK. She's a tarot reader here. And she gave that specification about the difference between wishes and intentions. And I realized I had been doing wishes for most of the time, but no action steps. So I thought I was making intentions, but I wasn't really making intentions because I hadn't committed to an action. I hadn't committed to embodying what I wanted, okay? So that's really important. Embody what you want. So if your intention is that you want to be, more confident around, the possible mates, right? then what things make you feel confident? For me, it's like if I have a little bit of face, like I don't put a lot of makeup on, but if I have a little lipstick, a little bit of face stuff on, if I put on a nice dress, that somehow boosts me. I know it's a kind of a vain thing, but it's like my energy boosts, my vibration raises. I feel lovely, and so then people can get in and compliment or what have you. So it may not be a physical thing for you. It may be something else that boosts your confidence, okay? Sometimes I just throw on some music and dance around and lift my vibration. So Spirit's saying lift your vibration because it's not finished yet, okay? I feel like y'all have kind of given up a little bit on love, and Spirit's like, no, you're so close. Just set those intentions, all right? Let's get into your tarot and go a little deeper here. Spirit, what do you want to tell our friends here who feel like they've been single since birth? Let's get it. Tell me something good. Tell me that you love me, baby. Alright. Okay. And then, oh, alright. You all got a lot coming out here. Seems to be a... Yes. All right. Beautiful. Okay, you guys. I feel like set those intentions. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy for you all. All right. Set your intentions. We have Knight of Swords. You have swift communication coming in. So set your intentions. Do your action steps to make yourself feel good. If you're watching this as it comes out, it's a timeless reading, but the energies around when I'm filming this, we're right in the middle of eclipse season. We're about to go into Mercury retrograde and have another eclipse. So we've just had one in Taurus. We're about to have one in Scorpio. Okay, so for those of you who have Taurus and Scorpio placements that are watching this at this time, you're going to be most affected by these eclipses. That being said, there's communication. For those of you that it was the person from the past, this retrograde season, they may be coming in swiftly to tell you that they want to work it out, okay? Because we have 3 of Pentacles with 10 of Pentacles. They want the whole shebang with you. They want to work as a team with you. They want to have their life with you. 10 of Pentacles is my absolute favorite card. As it pertains to love, but just in general. It's called the Blessed card in the Destiny cards. 10 of Pentacles says that you have all of the resources that you need financially, physically, emotionally, all of it, plus all of your family needs are happy and together, and it's a big happy family, okay? So some of you, you're like, I am not taking anyone back. You know, they ghosted me. We never got off the ground, whatever. You don't have to. This is saying that you are going to get communication coming in swiftly and soon. I feel like you set the intentions and you start to make the action steps, and then in comes this communication. Okay? With this being air, it's fast, it's truthful, it's honest. Communication. For many of you, you may meet them through work or a community project, something that you've been working on, okay? Any way it goes, it brings a great deal of love, resources. There's good stuff here. I do feel like you're a little conflicted. There may be competition. Pile 1 got this one as well. There may be competition for you, okay? But the original meaning of this 5 of Wands is not about competing with each other or trying to get ahead at all costs. It's warriors that were going to go to battle, and they were practicing and training with one another on how to have the strategies and the plans in place to win battle. Okay, so it was actually about like working together for the conflict, okay? So take that as you will. I feel like with this one, you're learning how to work past your internal barriers, okay? So that you can have your mate. So you have this communication coming in. What Spirit's wanting to let you know, we have Six of Swords. Spirit is taking you out of the rocky water and into the clear water, the calm water. They're taking you out of this, I've given up on love, it's like dark, single AF, you know. Again with the moon here, it's a full moon. So full moons may mean something to you. Pay attention to the moon cycles for this group. You guys are in tune with earth magic, okay? So go with the cycles of the earth. We have Queen of Pentacles here. This is you showing up in your power, okay? This is also the card of Capricorn. So you may have a Capricorn or Capricorn placement. That's the only, yeah. So anywho, this is the pre-Empress energy, okay? So this is fertility. This is you coming out of a rough time and feeling in your power, and then you're offered this long-term relationship. Okay, so for many of you, you're going to go from single AF to being in a relationship committed rather quickly, okay? Because then we have 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups paired with the 8 of Pentacles, all right? 8 of Pentacles says that you're masters at your craft. You guys are going to work together. Some of you may physically work together. That's how you know one another. But this says you're going to have your happy life. You have 10 of Pentacles and you have 10 of Cups. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups here. You can't get better than this in a love reading. Okay, this says that you have your resources taken care of. All right, and it's because you're standing in your own power, you've made your intentions, and then you come into that higher level of commitment. Okay, so at first, it'll be a date. If it's somebody from the past, okay, for those of you who have the person from the past, I feel like they come back in and you guys go straight into union. You may even have a, sorry, I don't know what that sound was. You may even have a quick engagement, okay? That's not going to be for everybody. That's a small portion of you who have this past person. But there is surprise here. It is unfinished, but it looks amazing. So set those intentions, work with the moon cycles, okay? I have this beautiful moon calendar app where you can download that free, and it shows you the moon cycles and it shows you what sign they're in, so you can really work as a cooperative component with the moon to get your manifestation. Yeah, we have Hierophant. There is absolute higher level commitment coming in for you, so set your intentions, do your thing, do your meditations, because this is coming in quick and it feels really, really lovely. You guys, it feels like after all of this time, you're going to be learning how to accept your person. I also want to say with this unfinished symphony and the setting the intentions, and just even if you have internal conflict or try to push this person away, because sometimes we do that when we've been single for a very long time. I know I do that. They're gonna stick with you, okay? They're gonna keep up with you, like your seemingly flaws. They don't see it like that, okay? So they're going to, your attempts to push them away only draws them closer because they see that it's just a defense mechanism, okay? So that was a last minute message there, but they are going to stand with you for the long haul. So I'm very excited for that for you guys. All right, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter into the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button. Like and share the video, and in the comment section below, write setting my intentions now, okay? Setting my intentions now. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. June 1st, I will do that on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much. Until next time, aloha.